What's up, Generations Church? This is Pastor Jeremy. And I told you this past Sunday that I wanted to give you an update about where we were as a church related to reopening our facilities to in-person worship gatherings. Over this last week or so, it seems like the information has continued to change at a rapid pace. Our staff has been planning and preparing for the last several weeks for our reopening to in-person gatherings. And then last Friday, President Trump declared that churches, houses of worship were essential. And I said this past Sunday that's great because that's how we've been operating all along. The last 10 or 11 weeks, we've been operating as if we were essential. So I appreciate him echoing what we have already believed. But it really does come that when he declares that, and when we start to see other churches beginning to reopen, it does create the question, well, when is our church, when is my church going to reopen? And, I've had a number of you reach out and ask that question, and obviously it's been on our minds. Again, our staff has been talking about it every single week, several times a week, meeting together to determine what our plan was. And so as we've been talking about it, some people have said, hey, what about that scripture? Don't forsake the assembling of yourselves together. And I believe in that. And I think that is our goal. As soon as we can get back to meeting together in person, we're going to do so. And so for us, as we began determining what does that look like, we also had to understand that for our church, we had a unique set of circumstances and that we were in the midst of a construction project. And our plan all along was to open up into the new space once we saw how long this was going to last. But with all of the virus and things that impacted business and supply chains and distribution channels, some of the things that were required for us to complete that project were a little bit delayed because in the room that I'm sitting in, which was our auditorium where we gathered together in the last time that we met in person, with the changes that we made to this facility to prepare for it to be a family ministry space, our restrictions for us as an assembly would only allow us to bring in maybe 25 or 30 people at a time, which means we would have to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 services for us to accommodate all the people that might come to worship with us. And we just didn't feel like that was sustainable for us as a church family, so we wanted to continue our online gatherings. But now as we get closer to the completion of that project, we are preparing our reopening plan. So here's what we're going to do over the next few weeks. We're going to begin meeting together, for those that are comfortable, meeting together in smaller groups to stream the worship experience into homes. So G groups, we're asking you to get together and worship together on Sunday morning. Do brunch, do lunch. I'm not sure how you can do Mexican food on Sunday morning, but maybe you can eat after the stream. But man, just get together, worship together, fellowship together, build some community again. Maybe your serving team wants to get together. Maybe you invite neighbors from your street to come and to worship with you, or extended family members to come. And I know some of you, you're not yet comfortable with that, and that's totally fine. You keep streaming the service there with yourself or your family, and that's fine as well. We know even when we reopen, many of you have expressed that you're not yet comfortable because of health issues, your age, other people in your home that have health issues. You're not ready, you're not comfortable yet to come and worship with us in person. And so what we're going to do is continue to offer our live stream opportunity, but we're not just going to have you be a fly on the wall to observe as we're worshiping in person. When we do reopen our facility, we're trying to create an even more robust online experience for you. We really do view ourselves as moving to a 2-campus ministry model, one of those campuses being in person, one of those campuses being online, so that you have a unique experience in online worship, even as others are experiencing that in person. And so we'll offer that. There's a lot of things that we're going to do as we gather together in person to make sure that you're safe and secure. I know some of you can't wait to get back because you want to hug people and high-five people. We're going to have to adjust some of that for a season, and so we're asking you to be sensitive to that. But I promise you, our goal, our heart, is that as quickly as we feel like we can meet together in person in a safe and secure way, but also in an efficient way for us as a church to do ministry, that we're going to open up the doors and begin doing that together. Here's what I know. Even in the midst of these last 10 weeks or so, even as we've adjusted our models, we have felt essential. And other essential businesses, grocery stores, other organizations, they've adapted their models. They've changed their hours of operation. They've changed how you can walk through their stores and how close you can get to other people. And so as a church, we're adapting our model as well. And so some of those things will happen as we meet back together in person, and we'll give you those specifics once we announce our first Sunday back together. But I want you to know we love you. We can't wait to worship together with you. We can't wait to be in the new space. But over the next couple weeks, I think it's important for us, if you feel comfortable doing so, to meet together in smaller groups. So start now texting people, inviting your G group over, or you go to their house, bring your serving team together. Invite your neighbor when you're out on a walk today or standing out in your driveway to come and worship with you at Generations Church Online this coming Sunday. I'm starting a brand new series called New Normal, and it's going to be a great journey together over the next few weeks as we prepare for what God has for our church in this season and in the next season. And I can't wait for all of us to be a part of it. It's going to be incredible. God bless. I love you.